For tonight's contest, Coach, the Railers drop a tough one here tonight, 33-31, hung in there all the way, just couldn't find a way to get back tied and over the hump, but had a chance to win it there at the end.
Well, it was a tough basketball game. There was some different possessions in there that could have gone one way or another and would have made a difference in the game, but, you got to play, and it's a physical game, and, we got to be able to handle it. So, but our kids done a nice job defensively. I don't think you can say a whole lot about the kids other than they done a great job defensively. We're not satisfied with the way we're playing, but it sure is really, really good, our defense. So hopefully it'll get a little bit better. Our offense, we have a lot of rotation going on, and when you do, you try to rotate people to the positions that best suits the five that are on the floor, and, we're sputtering with that. So, we've got to get that cleared up, and once we do that, hopefully, we can score a few more points.
Coach, almost like a regional type atmosphere tonight. The crowd was into it. The game was really physical. I think tonight your guys, the players, will get a lot out of tonight's game. It's the first game we've really been tested physically, bringing up the ball in the post, trying to cut through the lane, all the things that you see in a regional championship, you see in a sectional game, and there's a lot to take from tonight and really the whole tournament.
Well, I think we had, for inexperience and lack of, playing time by a bunch of these people, a bunch of our kids, I thought we'd done very well. I'm very pleased with our kids. Again, we're not satisfied, and we're not going to quit working, but at this point in time in the season, I think there's a lot of promise for them.
Coach, one thing, even though the record stands at 2-3, that you have to be the most pleased with is the effort you've got in every game as far as the hustle. I know there was a play down here on this end where I think at least 3, maybe 4 of the Railers were on the court diving around, trying to get the loose balls, and we've talked about it here early in the season. Those are the little things that the Railers are going to have to do to stay in these basketball games.
Well, when you play a possession game like we are right now, you got to have every possession you can come up with, and that means you got to make things happen, and you've got to get on the floor and get those. And I think for the most part, the whole week, I thought we got our share, and the kids, that's what they want to do, and for us to be successful, that's the way we're going to have to play.
Coach, Jordan Gessner has been a nice surprise so far. You can tell he's spent some time in the weight room. He's jumping higher. He's running. He's quicker than he was. But I think just a couple of things tonight. He had a couple silly fouls. There were a couple that he went to the offensive boards, and I love that. But there were a couple reaching fouls. And I think now that he's a senior, he's got to remember, hey, my team needs me out on the floor a little more than maybe a silly foul 30 feet from the basket.
Well, no doubt. And, he's just getting in floor position. He's not where he should be. And, you got to play the angles. You got to play quickness. And if you can do those things, you're going to be much better. And he's not going to get into foul trouble. So, you got to remember that young lad played this morning, and he done the majority of our ball handling with somebody riding on his back all day and all morning. And to play 2 games with the intensity that he did today, it's pretty remarkable. So, Jordan's going to sleep pretty good tonight, as most of our kids will.
Coach, we saw another charge tonight from Edward Bowlby. He's been in there in some very key moments in this season so far. Talk about how you've seen the young players who haven't had the experience, how they've progressed through this first week of the season.
Well, Ed, it's just a comfort zone for him. He hit a 3 this morning. I'd like to see him get inside and score a little bit for us, but he's going to be big and strong, and we need some rebounds out of him. And, we can change our lineup right now with the size by, we insert him for Pod or Jake and go from 5'7", 5'7" to 6'2", and for us that helps us out. And we were getting we done pretty good on the boards again tonight, but they did score some inside.
Coach, a little bit of an odd week. You've got a Thursday game, no Friday, Saturday game this week. Got a couple days for the guys to prepare for Normal West, and not a lot of time though. You really get tomorrow off, and probably got a short walkthrough on Monday, and a couple hard ones on Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Normal West, who's a very good team. We're very young last year, and will be again good this year.
Well, no doubt. They are playing here, and I think I stated why we were playing on Thursday night. This is the first week of conference play coming up, and with 9 teams in our league, there's a bye week, and we drew the first week. So we have also, last year we played it on the Saturday, the first Saturday in December, but it was at their place, and we always have had a wrestling tournament on that Saturday. So our gym was unavailable Saturday. It's hard to find a non-conference opponent on Friday night, so instead of going 2 weeks without a game, we decided we better play on a Thursday.
Well, 2-3. I think there were some folks that after the graduation and how hard it hit the scoring for this year, there may have been some teams that thought that even 2 wins weren't possible, but I think this team, as you said, it shows a lot of promise, and this team, if for nothing else, is going to give full effort every night, and if they keep giving efforts like they did tonight, there's going to be more wins than losses when the season is done.
Well, I believe so. Our league is good. It's from top to bottom. It's pretty solid. So, again, the consistency will be important as how we can play and how consistent throughout the year is going to determine how many wins they get. If we're up and down and one night we're good, the next night we're not, then we're going to be 500. But, if the kids are focused and they do everything the right way, play hard every night, play defense every night, we're going to be in a lot of games.
Very good. Well, Coach, thanks for coming up and joining us here tonight. And along with the players, you'll probably sleep well tonight as well.
Oh, I'm sure.
Railers drop one here tonight, 33-31. We'll be back to wrap it up here in just a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.